Hello, everyone. I've got 8 o'clock straight up on July 24th, 2018. Welcome to the live broadcast for iClub Biz. And tonight we're going to talk about the basics of how to make money in network marketing from a business perspective. We're going to teach you the attitude of advertising. And of course, the foundation for success in any endeavor is based upon your motivation to succeed. And so we operate by a philosophy called SIBKIS, which stands for See It Big and Keep It Super Simple. So the focus and the motivation has to come from you. You got to see this thing big. So therefore, when you do hit some roadblocks, you do hit some potholes, you have some setbacks, you don't give up. Because if your dream is big, you don't quit. The challenge with most people is they spend all their time and all their focus on the activities with very little effort and focus on the dream. And so again, all the stuff I'm going to lay out for you, it's all important stuff. It's all dynamic stuff. It's all business principles. But if you don't have a motive for an action, or what we call motivation, you're not going to succeed. So again, first step is see it big and keep it super simple. Now, a lot of times, in fact, as Tony and I were talking just yesterday, he had some people calling up him and asking him, so they didn't know how to promote this because they didn't really know, how to do this. And I think what happens is most of us, when we get into network marketing, we come from the job world where, we work and get paid. We're taught to go do something. We get paid for what we do. What we attempt to do is attempt to teach people how to think like an entrepreneur. And so really what we do is we're building a distribution network. We're building what's called an end user link system. We're organizing the consumers digitally, and then we're connecting them directly to manufacturers, formulators, and vendors. And we're taking the cost savings that's created through the bypass and giving it back to the team. So when people ask you, well, what do you sell? Well, maybe the first question you want to ask them is say, well, let me ask, what does Walmart sell? Walmart sells everything. Okay. And if you understand the life expectancy of a product today, a new product that gets introduced in the marketplace, they maybe have a 3 to 7 year life expectancy. And so the stuff that Walmart sells today really wasn't even on their shelves 15 years ago. But yet Walmart is basically a dominant retailer. So the key in the power behind Walmart are not the products that they sell, but it's their distribution system they got set up all over the world. So a distribution system says, hey, you got to have a point where a consumer can go to complete a transaction. Okay. And so because of technology, we don't need storefronts. So what we're doing is we're organizing consumers digitally. So every end user becomes a distribution point. And so what we look for is we look for people who've got the vision and the mission and can understand what we're doing. Okay. Now, so this is what we do. We build an end user link system. Now, how do we do it? And this gets into, the basics. Okay. And if you can get what's on this page here, you can understand how business people think. Okay. There are 3 different types of people who are going to join you in iClub Biz. In fact, is in any network marketing business. Okay. Number 1, you got the producers. These are the people who you're looking for. These are the people who produce the stat. They produce business. Next group is our buyers. These are people who want to be a producer, but they haven't maybe yet adapted the mindset of an entrepreneur. They want to be, but they're not there yet, but they do buy. And then the third group is consumers. Consumers participate because it meets a consumer need. So strategically, you want to go after the producers, signing up the buyers along the way, meeting the needs of the consumers as you roll. So the mindset's number 1. You have to look for people who have a predisposition to making money from home. Don't waste your time on people who don't like network marketing. Don't waste your time on people who got job mentality. You've got to look for people who got a predisposition to making money online. And how do you get those people? Number 1, you have to create an offer that people will opt in to get something free or something that's, something of value that somebody will go ahead. Yep, this is what I want. So the offers that we put together through iWebitool are all geared towards identifying people who fit that predisposition to making money from home. And so once somebody opts in, then you're going to spend the next 30 days dripping email offers to them about the 90-minute work week. And the reason we spend 30 days just dripping on them about the 90-minute work week is because the 90-minute work week is designed to identify our targeted market. After 30 days, if they haven't joined you, in iClub Biz participating at the 90-minute work week, we're going to move them to another list. If they do join you, we're going to transfer them from that list to what we call the new IBO list. And the new IBO list is going to drip on them information on what to do, how to do, and why to do it, so they can get caught up to speed to think like an entrepreneur, to look and see how to penetrate and dominate the marketplace by looking for the producers, sign up the buyers along the way, meeting the needs of the consumers as they roll. So if they didn't join you, you move them from that list to what we call your business opportunity list for products. Okay, so they didn't, again, from an end user link system, they understand we're organizing consumers digitally, and then we're just going to bypass the channels, and who's ever got the most people over in the network is going to make the most money. Because, as products come, again, it seems like every 6 months you got this new, shiny product that comes out. And so what happens, how would you like to have 100,000 people in your organization when the next shiny product comes out and they all buy something? So that's what the producer understands. So the producer's building an end user link system. The buyer maybe isn't quite there yet because they're looking for a product that they can sell, because that's their mindset. So what happens after the first month, they didn't fit the market, our producer category. Now what are we going to do? We're going to drip on them for 30 days product opportunities, because this is more in line with how they think. So we're going to hit them with coffee. We're going to hit them with colostrum. And some of y'all work in other programs. That's when you'd flip your programs in here. Okay. So the next 30 days, that's when you flip them in to look at different product opportunities. And again, if they pop in, great. Then what you want to do is you want to move them back over to the new IBO list. So the new IBO list to get them to start to think like a producer. Our goal is to get the buyers to upgrade to become a producer. So we'll drip on them over 3 or 4 or 5, 6 weeks with information that can get them to upgrade. So if they don't join you the next month, next 30 days on a product opportunity, we're going to move them to the product only invitation. And then all we do here is we drip on them just with products. There's no opportunity on these offers. This is just value proposition of the product, getting them to buy a product. And if they purchase a product, you move them from that list and you put them on the thank you list. So basically, after 3 months, after you put the leads and the traffic in after 3 months, basically it's next. Okay, now you'll keep them in your database. You'll keep them in an active list, and we'll go ahead and do broadcasts with them, or we might move them over, to some other invite lists later. But that's it. And then step 4 is you teach every one of the IBOs who got in this pattern. That's how you do this. So what do? We build an end user link system. And how do we do it? By following this funnel. That's all there is to it. And then the math of the plan is simple. Remember, you got producers, you got buyers, and you got consumers. The buyers, the consumers. Okay. In fact, let's start at the top. Let's say your goal, and I teach everybody strive for 5. Okay, strive for 5. Look for 5 people who got a dream in their heart that they can't get doing what they're doing. They're willing to do something over and above what they're doing now to do it. They're willing to take directions. They got motivation. They're willing to spend $25 a month, follow our pattern to get their dream. And if you find that person, okay, then you partner with them to help them get 5. Well, on your way to get those 5, you probably will find that you'll sign up about 15 buyers. Now, these are people, remember, they quite don't have the entrepreneurial mindset of a producer, but they want to be. So for you to get your 5, you probably got to get in 15, and then you probably find out you probably have anywhere from 10 to 20 customers. Because again, you'll find out that any network marketing company got high value proposition products, and a lot of consumers will like those products and they'll buy them. Okay, so you get your 5 producers, probably got to sign up 15 buyers, and probably end up with about 20 customers. So that's what the structure of your business will look like. Okay, my focus is on those 5 producers. It's not on the 20 consumers. It's not on the 15 buyers. It's the 5 producers. Now, here's what I tell my producers. Okay, I'll take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise. I'll partner with you, lock arms with you to help you build a business to get your dreams, provided you follow our pattern. And what is our pattern? It's the funnel. Okay, provided you plug into our system. What's our system? Our system is this. If you don't plug into the Tuesday Night Live broadcast, then here's what happens. You miss it. You miss the heartbeat of how this thing's going, and all of a sudden, stuff gets in the way. So you follow a pattern, you plug in a system, and the third thing you do is you commit to buy $25 a month worth of product. Now, what product should you buy? My attitude is, I don't care. You can buy whatever $25 product you want, but you got to buy $25 a month. Now, I do encourage you to spend your $25 a month on the iWebitool system, because the iWebitool system has woven into it all of these tools. Everything that you need, the funnel is in the iWebitool system. Okay, so if somebody says they want to be a producer and they don't buy the funnel, well, that pretty much tells me they're not a producer. Okay, so the producers, even though we don't care what product you buy, you will buy the $25 gold iWebitool. Now, guess what? The producers, they will also buy the coffee. They will also buy the colostrum. They'll also buy other products. So you probably find out when it's all said and done, the producers will probably average $50 a month. Now, what do the buyers buy? Okay, the buyers they won't buy the iWebitool because they can get a value for their investment, so they'll buy one of our products. And so let's say they just average $12.50 a month. And what do the consumers buy? Again, because of our travel platform, which is it's a killer program. I mean, there's no way anybody can see it and say no to it. Everybody would join the travel program. And so even if all they did is just book travel and they got their rebates back on the travel, and let's say they just averaged $2 a month worth of purchases. Okay. So when you got 15 producers, you got 15 buyers, and you got 20 consumers. Now, what I'm sharing with you is not a guarantee of income. This is just an example of income based on the comp plan. This is just the numbers of the plan, and the income that we show you on this slide does not include the matching bonuses. But again, is this realistic? Absolutely not. But this is the numbers. This is how the plan plays out. Okay. So what happens is when you start looking at this, you say, okay, is it worth my time to become proficient and efficient and specialize in this funnel? Does it make sense? Is it worth my time to really understand what an end user link system is? Once you understand what an end user link system, we don't care what products we have today because we're building this for the future. Okay, we know 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the products are going to be completely different. But the key is we've got the network put together. We got the end user link system put together. The funnel puts them in, and the comp is how we reward ourselves. And now here's the key: how do you find those 5? How do you find those 5 producers? How do you find those 15 buyers? How do you find those 20 consumers? Well, you use tools to increase speed and efficiency. Okay, and again, if you look at the pattern of success that we have, you identify your dream, you got to make some commitments, set a goal, then you got to put together a database. The database has got to be large enough to give you confidence that you can achieve the goal. And our goal basically is strive for 5. Get 5, got to get 15 buyers, got to get 20 customers. That's basically the number. You got to have a big enough database that you have confidence you can get that. Well, the problem is most of us don't have enough names in our phone book. We don't know enough people. We don't have enough real true friends on Facebook that we have confidence we can meet that goal. So we really encourage you to look at this as a business and maybe start investing in some advertising to help generate some traffic that can convert to producers, that can convert to buyers, that can convert to consumers. Now, again, this spreadsheet, by the way, everything that you see here on the spreadsheet's available to the Gold iWebAtool members. So if you're a Gold iWebAtool member, you just got to email support, and they will send you this spreadsheet that has all this in it, okay? But this is kind of cool. How many leads should you buy? Again, if you go into our back office of the ADB and you look at Traffic for Me, and you see how many leads you can get for $500, is probably going to cost you about 69 cents a click, maybe 70 cents a click. We've negotiated with Traffic for Me, so you can get clicks at 58 cents a click. You got to buy, like $500 to get them. And again, if you don't have it, we have a co-op that you can participate in. And again, I don't want you to look at the co-op as an end-all to end-all. Look at the co-op as a crutch, okay? And just realize we're in a race, okay? We're having a 100-yard race, and whoever wins the race is going to win. And if you tell everybody y'all need to do the co-op, okay? And so basically you're saying you have to race with a crutch. Who should use the co-op? Everybody everybody's got broken legs should use a crutch, because if you got a broken leg, you're not going to get the race done. But if you don't need a crutch, for gosh sakes, don't do it. Our goal, as we take you through the education process, what to do, how to do, and why to do it, is to teach you how to do all this so you can do it. Now, as you're learning this, and as we recommend, as you're learning this process, go ahead and participate in the co-op, because then all of a sudden you can get some people sponsored as you're learning this. But our goal is to get you to do this. This is exactly what the host does. This is what the host of your co-op does. And one of the reasons you're going to want to do it rather than have the host of the co-op do it is because the host of the co-op will get the fast start money. Okay? So the host gets the fast start money, then you get the residuals. And so you pay $50 for a segment, and you get 1/10 of the, basically, 86.5 clicks is what is allocated to you, and as the closer closes them, you get them. But if I'm looking at, let's say you do this on your own. Let's say, and again, I use 1,000 clicks because the math is simple. So you spend $580 and you get 1,000 clicks. Now, everything that's in the black with the green, these are editable fields. You can put whatever number you want in there. If you want to, if you want to move the 400 down to 300, you can do that. And if you move the 16 down to 12, you can do whatever you want. Here's our goal. Our goal is to create capture pages that have such an appealing offer that we can get a 40% opt-in. Okay. First of all, when you do Traffic for Me, they're giving you high value proposition clicks that fit the model for home-based business. So we're committed to do whatever we have to do to get a 40% opt-in. Now, the initial campaigns we ran, we had some that popped in about 25%. Okay, and then we actually, and again, so we had a 25. We had 250 opt-ins, and then we were running probably in the neighborhood of about, I think we had about a 3.5% closing rate. So what does that work out to? So I think 8 or 9. I can't. Yeah. So we had one campaign we run that we did. We had 20% opt-in with about a 3.5% conversion rate. So that basically, again, if we did the math on this illustration based upon the campaign we just run, and I want you to watch this. So you spent $580, you got 1,000 clicks, and if you got the opt-in rate on a campaign we just run, you got the close rate on a campaign we just run. Now, how much profit do you make on everybody that joins? Okay, we have a $25 offer. You make $10 fast start. Then it also generates 6.25 BV that goes down your pay leg. And if you do the math on that, it makes you about another $1. So you make $11 profit off everybody that joins. Okay, now I'm going to get back to this little box here, the average commissions of add-ons. I'll get back to you in a second. And the same thing, the total number of add-ons. I'll explain to you what that is and how to use that later. But the next little area down here, this is your monthly commission residual. So what we know is that if people are on a $25 a month auto ship, you're making a 10% commission on your personals, plus you're getting an override on the volume accumulation in your binary that you're making another $1 on. So you make $3.50 monthly residual. And then the next box down here is like how many months are your IBOs staying active. Okay, and you put whatever numbers you want in here. You can put 24. This is basically what I expect is about 24 months would be the average. Okay, some people will stay on it forever. Some people will stay on for 3 months, but on the average, I would look to be 24 months. But you put whatever numbers you want in there. Now, I want you to watch this as we roll this out. So you spent $580 on clicks. So you got 1,000 clicks. You had 250 opt-ins. You signed up 9 people, $11 a pop. So what happens is, how much did you make? Well, your earnings on sign up was $99. Okay. So what did the campaign cost you? It cost you $580. So you lost $481. Now people would say, "Oh God, there's no way I can do that." Well, let's factor in the residuals, because if you make $350 a month for 24 months, okay, that's going to make you another $756. So you end up netting $275. So what happens is, if you look at the cost per click, or let's say $1 advertising cost, what kind of ROI did you get on it? You got $1.47 return on $1 investment over a 2-year period of time. That's like getting a 24% return at the bank. But that's only based upon the people you sponsored. And again, this is where most people don't understand network marketing. Okay, they don't understand network marketing, that the key is not how many seeds are in the apple. Not that you made $275 net profit, or you made $855 total collection on a $500 investment over 2 years. Not that. That's how many seeds are in that apple. What we don't know, and you notice down here it says lifetime value of every new IBO. It's got an asterisk. According to just what you did that month, it's $95. But here's what you don't know: the unknown element is duplicators. These are the people that are the producers. These are the people who say, "Oh, I got this." And what do? They plug into the system. They follow the pattern. And all of a sudden, they go off and they do a campaign because they want the results. And they spend $580 and get 1,000 clicks. And even if they stay at 250 with 9, same exact numbers that we just ran. Okay. Well, what happens is, so they'll have the same results you do, which means they'll get a couple duplicators. And all of a sudden, those guys do the same. They'll get a couple duplicators. And all of a sudden, what happens, guys? All of a sudden, look down here. Over in a 2-year period of time, that brought back to you $10,409 on a $580 advertisement cost. So that's like getting almost an 18,000% return on your investment. So when you start to look at it as a business person, okay, you want to learn how to do this. And when I say learn how to do this, the system does everything. When you look at the funnel, okay, up here, this is just what we talked about. This is where we talked about purchasing 1,000 clicks. They go on there. They automatically the emails go out. You don't need to send them out, okay? And when they opt in, now we recommend when you get in your back office, pick up the phone, say, hey, welcome on board, glad to have you, any questions, blah, blah, blah. But all this is automated. You just got to stay on top of it. So 30 days after they've been dripped on for 30 days, move them to another list and let's find out if they're a buyer. Then after 30 days, move them to another list. And every time somebody joins, move them to the IBO, getting started, new IBO list. And then just teach this pattern to everybody you know. And then all of a sudden, this could become a reality. Again, not a guarantee of income, but this can become a reality. If you're on this tonight, you need to get back with the person who referred you to this broadcast tonight, get all your questions answered. You need to give this a shot. This is fun. My question to you is, if I could help you get your dreams, and I'll take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise to help you, I'll give you access to all the tools that we put together. I will let you come along with us. All I ask is that we follow our pattern, plug into our system. Would you spend $25 a month? And if you say yes to that, welcome on board. We'd love to have you. Let me go ahead and close the recording down.